So hello fellow banknote and coin collectors, this is Glenn back with another video, and today we're going to review the 1993 Australian $5 banknote. But please, before we do that, can you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave a comment down below. But every Monday I will actually review an Australian banknote, so those videos will be on Monday. On Friday I've decided to actually do either a noodling or an actual price review on a coin, so that'll be Friday, and every other day would just be random stuff about coins and banknotes around the world. So the 1993 $5 banknote, along with the 1993 $10 banknote, the first Australian banknotes actually have a date that's not a commemorative banknote. So 93 is the actual date. And when I'm talking about commemorative banknotes, I'm talking about the old paper banknotes that actually had a date printed on it, or the polymer $10 from 1988, which actually had a date on it in the folder. So those ones are commemorative, so they are actually not standard circulating banknotes that were issued over a long period of time. So they didn't actually have a date like this. So this is a Burundian 100 francs, so 2006. So Australian banknotes have never had this type of dating system. And this one dating system was actually adopted from the Swiss. So I believe the Swiss adopted this in the either 60s or 70s. I think it's the 60s for their banknotes, and they actually use this current system as well on their serial numbers. But if you want to look at that, then you can actually go and check online. So for these banknotes, there's actually a lower run. So for 1993, the first prefix is BA and the last one is EA. So as you can see, these two are actually general prefixes, but there is a difference with the actual color of the serial numbers. So here we have a dark green down below, here we have a light green up the top, and as you can see, this is actually caused by the color actually fading. So it's a type of chemical reaction. I'm not too sure on why it actually was reacting with the environment, but it actually caused the serial number to go from dark to light, and they actually fixed that up when they actually issued the newer banknotes in 1995. So the actual rarer banknote is actually this top one. The bottom one is actually quite common, and it's actually, the value of it is probably about half of what the top banknote is actually in its valuation. So all up, there's about 14 million banknotes issued of this type from what I have gathered, because for both types there's a bit over 133 million of both types, 92 and 93, and with the 92 there's actually 119 million issued, because the actual serial numbers are actually easier to identify how many banknotes are actually produced. And apart from that, there's actually no other differences you can actually find with these banknotes. They actually have a new signature combination, so Evans and Fraser. There is no other type of differences with the actual printing of the actual banknote. So the values for the dark serial number, so we're talking about not that one, we're talking about this one. So let's have a look. So this is probably in a very fine condition, to not extremely fine because it's got too many folds and creases. So this one has a book value of about $40. So I would say if you want to buy this banknote, you're probably talking about $15 to $20 in the current market. In extremely fine, in this condition, you're probably talking about $10, because there's a book value of 22. So, and any other banknote lower than this condition, so fine or lower, you're probably looking at pretty much face value. If you want uncirculated, you're probably looking at least $50. And then we have the lighter color serial numbers. So the value of that is actually a lot greater. So in this condition, so this is probably very fine to nearly, no, it's got 2 lines, so it's not extremely fine. High grade, very fine. It has a book value of $35, but I would say probably closer to 25, because it's higher grade, very fine. And if you want an extremely fine, you're looking at probably about $30–$35 uncirculated. You're probably also looking at probably $150 to $200. And if you want a fine condition, probably $10, and under fine is pretty much face value. So you're looking at a very circulated banknote. Do I have one? I would class as, I do have a very fine. They're actually very damaged banknotes. So this one's probably fine condition. This is a BA, so that's the only reason why I keep it. So as you can see, it's actually very circulated. Has a lot of creases, a lot of damage. When you actually grade these type of banknotes, you need to grade them a little bit different than paper ones, because paper ones you can actually take the flaccidity. So when it's flaccid, it just flops down. When it's actually in good condition, it actually doesn't do that. So, but these banknotes, you know, they don't show that type of degradation in the actual base material. So talking about the plastic there. So anyway, those are the values that you're actually going to get for these banknotes. So are these actually still legal tender? Well, yes they are. I could take a banknote from 1913, like, I don't know, a £1 banknote which equals $2, and I can still spend it for $2. I'll be stupid doing that, as well as be silly to actually spend these banknotes, because their collector's value is actually a lot more than their actual face value. So if you get these ones, hang on to them. If you're not too familiar with banknotes, then I would actually get some advice, get an appraisal for your banknotes, and also I would probably try and store them a lot better. So with these ones, it's actually easier to wipe off the actual acids and oils that you've got in your hands, because they're plastic. Even though organics and plastic can be swapped over, in the longer term that will probably be a problem, but these have been in circulation, so really I can't do that much damage to it. Plastic chemistry, it's pretty awesome. Paper absorbs sweat and oils quite readily, a lot easier than these ones. These need to have a molecular substitution compared with paper. So we're talking about paper. The oil just needs to go in between the actual pores. So anyway, yep, that is all I have for this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also have an awesome banknote collecting time, people. Thank you, and bye bye.